Welcome back to Flick Fixers, and here is another what we're watching this week. So, first up on my list is going to be Reacher. I've been a fan of the books. I was even a sort of fan of the Tom Cruise movies, although those were not in the same spirit as the books because Tom Cruise is not large enough to portray the character properly. But that's another tangent that I don't want to go down right now. Needless to say, the current iteration of Reacher, which is a television show on Amazon Prime, does fit the bill. You have an extremely large and strong man who is a former military police who now gets himself into some trouble every season and has to use both his strength and his intellect to get himself out. The show is really fun. It's got some good action for I think a lower budget Amazon show, and yeah, it's actually a lot of fun. Now, one thing I will say, and this is not something that bothers me at all, but I just notice it, and I know some people who won't like it, and that is the pacing of both the scenes themselves and the dialogue. So because they are trying to compact a book into an 8-episode, basically each season is its own book. So eight episodes, 8 to 10 episodes. They're trying to condense a book down per season, and they have to really be snappy when it comes to the dialogue and the scene length. And this can lead to some instances where you as the audience might say, well, how do they jump to that conclusion? They could have thought about it a little bit more in this way. They could have tried this, but because they are trying to tackle so much in the way of what's in the novels themselves, they have to make it snappy. And so scenes will happen really quick. Dialogue will be super snappy and witty, but just there's an air of clearly this is a script dialogue that can sometimes come out. And I don't mind it because I think it works for the character they are setting up with Reacher. He kind of works that way anyway. He doesn't like to use a lot of words. And so it does feel like the character might actually talk like that, but still, it has its drawbacks. I obviously would like some scenes to be drawn out. I do like a little bit of build up between certain events, so that is one drawback. But other than that, it's a very fun show. I highly recommend checking it out.